Ukraine's potential acquisition of AMPV over M2 Bradleys emphasizes adaptable defense systems, offering logistical advantages, drone countermeasures, and expanded roles in modern warfare, boosting Kyiv resilience. The United States Army's M2 Bradley infantry fighting vehicle remains a controversial platform, so much so that it inspired a book and an HBO made-for-television movie that highlighted its shortcomings. The M2 Bradley also proved a highly capable war machine in the 1991 Gulf War, where it was credited with destroying more Iraqi tanks and other armored vehicles than the M1 Abrams main battle tank MBT. The Bradley has also been seen as a competent armored platform in the ongoing war in Ukraine. Part of that is because more than 300 IFV have been supplied, far greater than the Abrams tanks, but as Harrison Cass wrote for the National Interest last November, bolstered Ukraine's defense, while the Bradley gained something of a legendary status among Ukrainian fighters. Kyiv could soon have the opportunity to further bolster its armored forces by acquiring additional Bradley variants. These wouldn't be the M2 models or even the lesser-known M3 Bradley Cavalry Fighting Vehicle (CFV) version, but the turretless armored multi-purpose vehicle (AMPV) that the U.S. Army selected in 2014 to replace the aging M113 Armored Personnel Carrier (APC). The U.S. Army originally called for 3,000 AMPV, which would be produced in 5 unique variations. Instead of serving in a more multi-role capability like the M2, the AMPV was configured for more specialized roles, including troop transport, medical evacuation, medical treatment vehicle, mortar carrier, and mission command platform. BAE Systems was awarded a full-rate production (FRP) contract for the AMPV, and by the end of last year, around 300 had been delivered to the Army. Ukraine may receive the AMPV instead of the M2 Bradley. The U.S. Army is now rethinking the AMPV, just as it officially canceled the M10 Booker light tank program and announced it won't purchase additional Stryker, MMWV, or JLTV armored vehicles. However, according to a report from the Ukrainian-based Defense Express, Ukraine could sustain AMPV production by ordering vehicles for its use. Kyiv hasn't publicly announced any such plans, so it could be that the AMPV production will continue to replace the 300 M2 Bradleys that were sent to Ukraine. The AMPV may be better for the Ukrainians than the M2 Bradley. The AMPV could be a capable platform if Kyiv can purchase it in significant quantities, especially as BAE Systems expands its capabilities. Last year, the defense contractor unveiled the latest prototype variant of the AMPV, which was configured with a standard top plate, also known as the External Mission Equipment Package. It allows the platform to adapt to be fitted with more than 30 different turret systems and builds on the vehicle's modularity. The prototype featured Oshkosh Defense's medium-caliber weapons system, showcasing the vehicle's ability to integrate capabilities and equipment packages internationally. BAE Systems has further sought to expand the AMPV capabilities. One of them is the CUAS, a drone killer personnel carrier variant that could protect unmanned aerial vehicles (UAV), and an indirect fire support version model equipped with the finished-produced 120mm Patria Nemo mortar turret with an autoloader that can fire 10 rounds per minute. It isn't a question of whether Kyiv could use some extra armored vehicles like the AMPV, but how soon the platforms could arrive. The contents of these aid packages reflect the imminent needs of the Ukrainian military, providing insight into the forthcoming stages of the conflict. While the recent aid package includes the munitions necessary to defend against the ongoing Russian offensive, it also contained over 100 M2 Bradley infantry fighting vehicles, IFV, and 100 M113 Armored Personnel Carriers, APC. These armored vehicles will play a pivotal role in both the ongoing defense and a potential Ukrainian counteroffensive. While the official press release did not enumerate the content of the aid package, the U.S. State Department website includes a running list of the equipment provided to Ukraine. In the last month, The list has been updated to add an unspecified number of HIMAR rocket systems, 10,000 remote anti-armor mine systems, 200,000 152mm artillery rounds, 60 radar systems, 5,000 grenade launchers, and 8 patrol boats. The list also increased the number of M2 Bradley IFV from more than 200 to more than 300. Similarly, the number of M113 APCs has increased from 300 to more than 400. These armored vehicles will arrive in Ukraine at a key time and will provide Ukraine a tactical edge on the battlefield.